Welcome to Real Women, Real Issues. I'm Ardelle Bradley, and this morning I have with me Heather Bade, and we're going to discuss love, communications. Valentine's Day is coming up, so relationships, all that needs to be covered. And she is a clinical therapist, and I want to say welcome.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you having me.
Welcome for coming. Thank you for coming. So Valentine's Day is coming. Love is in the air. Everyone wants to be in a relationship and have all the heartstrings and all of that. But what's the most important thing in having a healthy relationship?
Well, I think that the most healthy thing that you can have is good communication. So many times when people come in to get therapy, they have issues that they're coming in with, but what's really at the bottom of the issue is the fact that we really have a hard time communicating with each other. And so if we can keep in mind that we're on the same team, and we start to collaborate rather than kind of have our own islands, then we are able to actually attack the issue rather than attacking each other.
That's a good way of putting it. So, which is true. Sometimes when you're in a relationship, you may have the relationship here, but like you say, you gravitate and have your own little islands on either side, where you should always be on the same island and have everything together.
Absolutely.
The good, the bad, and the ugly?
Absolutely. We're in it together, right?
Okay.
And
so give us some tools. What are some good ways to keep
Okay, so I have a few
going?
tools, and I'd like to call it compassionate communication.
Okay.
It's really 4 things that you can do to start to improve the communication between you and your partner, or this could work even between you and your children or your coworkers, friends. This is just a great communication skill to have, and it's actually 4 skills that I'm going to tell you about. The first one is active listening. When we are engaged in conversation, you and I are engaged in conversation right now, and I know that you're listening to me because you're nodding your head and you're responding to me. Well, when we're in communication with our partner or with somebody else and we're having conflict, sometimes we're not actively engaging at all. What we're doing is we're getting ready to say what we have to say next, right?
Right.
And so we're not really hearing what our partner has to say. And so if we actively engage and seek to understand our partner or the other person in communication, then we're going to have a much better chance of resolving whatever the conflict is. So that's the first step. The second step is validation. So many times when we're in the active listening phases, if we can reflect back to our partner, what I think I hear you saying is, and going back to that, that helps our partner to, number one, understand that we are hearing what they have to say. But then if we can also validate the feelings that they have, well, you know, for an example, that must make you feel very frustrated when I do that, or something like that. That helps your partner to know, or the other person in communication know, you really are not only understanding, but you're getting there with them. You're you're really trying to solve the problem, and you're not defensive. You're able to receive. The third thing would be asking permission. Once I'm actively listening to you and I'm validating that your feelings are legitimate because they're based on your experiences and your thoughts and feelings, then the next thing is would it be okay for me to respond? If it's just a simple question like that, would it be okay for me to answer or to give you some information or some insights? Right, and what that does is really it lowers that defensiveness. There's no need now for you to feel defensive about, because you've just given me permission, or threatened. You've just given me permission to be able to talk. And so with that, it really opens up the other person for communication to receive. And then the last thing would be really remembering to start with heart in any communication. And of course on Valentine's Day, what a better way to kind of sum that up. But starting with heart and really understanding that we are in this together and we are collaborating. Although we may have a problem that each of us has a different viewpoint on, that's healthy.
We can come together though.
We can come together, and we're doing this because we really care about each other. Right? And so those are 4 things that you can do to really improve the communication that you have.
We're going to come back and hear more about that heart and communication, but now we're going to go to Jungle Juice to hear about the juice of the week. Thank you, Ardelle. Hi, I'm Regina.
And I'm Sarita.
We're from Jungle Juice Bar, bringing you the juice of the week. We would like for you to know that Jungle Juice Bar is much more than just a juice bar. We have a wide variety of soups, salads, sandwiches, as well as delicious guilt-free desserts. So, Sarita, what's our juice of the week?
So our drink for the week is the Pick Me Up Smoothie. This is a great drink for in the morning or after a workout. It's loaded with a ton of different things: apple, banana, kale, mixed berry, almonds, rolled oats, and green tea. This has a ton of protein in it, fiber, and also antioxidants. And for an added pick-me-up, you can add the wheatgrass, which is optional. So come in today and get picked up with the pick-me-up smoothie.
Remember, your health is your wealth.
Try the juice of the week and much more at the Jungle Juice Bar. The Jungle Juice Bar is located on Charlevoix in Grosse Pointe Park.
When you're having a heart attack, this is how it feels to your heart. And if it happens at night or on the weekend, there's only one hospital team standing by on site to save you. Cardio Team 1, only at the DMC.
Opportunity. It doesn't stare you in the face. It's not going to yell at you to come and get it. It doesn't knock. So what does opportunity look like? Not what you might think. You see, opportunity is not a right. It's definitely not equal. And it doesn't come with an instruction manual. That's because opportunity isn't found. It's molded, it's built, it's created. It's as much about grit as it is intellect. An explosive high-tech corridor located at the intersection of muscle and brains? You bet. Because opportunity only comes to those already in the game. What does opportunity look like? It looks like Detroit. Opportunity made in Detroit.
We're the Cronin Law Firm, bringing more to the table. When we sit down together, we share our expertise. You've got a legal problem, we know you need relief. Advice that you can trust, that's why people come to us. We're the Cronin Law Firm, bringing more to the table.
My friends, I want to introduce you to Samasco Financial. As attorneys, they worked hard to protect clients on a legal basis, only to watch many lose their money in the unpredictable and risky stock market. Samasco Financial has recognized the need for asset protection for our seniors and has introduced investment planning that will grow your nest egg without the risk of loss. To find out more about how Samasco Financial can protect your financial future, call 586-493-9989.
Groundbreaking. Life-saving. History-making. The new DMC Heart Hospital, summer 2014. The beat goes on.
Real Women, Real Issues is brought to you by Mike's Fresh Market.
Welcome back to Real Women, Real Issues. I'm Ardelle Bradley, and as we know, Valentine's Day is coming up, and we're talking about relationships, communications. I have Heather Bade here. She's a clinical therapist, and she's given us advice now on the 4 things that we should do as far as communicating. It was interesting when you were going through those. I used to be a sales rep, and it's identical, the things that when you go to the training classes that they teach you what to do. Reiterate, listen to the nod, then go over it, make sure the person understands. And the relationship is sort of like a business. You know,
Sure.
You're trying to get the business, and you want to make sure you guys are on the same page and you're buying in, and vice versa. And with Valentine's Day coming, everyone wants the little feathers in the stomach and the chocolates and all of that. But we know, do you advise people to go to therapy, to have communication, to help them with that, and to get on the right page prior to, say, solidifying a relationship in a marriage?
I think that would be so healthy. You know, really, therapy is helpful for you if you're having trouble in the relationship or if you just want to take your relationship to the next level. Right. Because in the therapeutic process, what you're doing is you're creating an environment that teaches you the skills that you need to be able to communicate. These are skills you're going to be able to take into the marriage, and they're also skills you're going to be able to use, like you said, in work and in other relationships. So I think it's really healthy, yeah.
And in a relationship too, obviously sometimes you have children and you bring these things into the relationship, which changes the atmosphere.
Sure.
So if you don't have a strong core to begin with, that relationship can be over. Now, do you have counseling with a lot of couples now? Do you?
I do see couples. I see a lot of couples, and they come in for a variety of different reasons. Okay. And you know, really, if you get down to it, it really is that whole mentality of being on separate islands and really wanting to defend that. So if we can come together, and that's where the therapeutic process helps, because when you're in the room and you're with a therapist, you really are working towards something. And the more that you can work towards that, being together, and kind of being on the same page and really trusting that your partner
But you
has
have
the
to be
best
there
for you.
together too. You both have to want to work at it. You both have to want to do it. And otherwise it won't work. If someone comes in, like you said, we talked about being defensive, and you want to make sure that's not there. And also if someone doesn't want it, for whatever reason, they're just going along with the flow with the relationship, but they don't really want a healthy relationship, going to therapy is not going to help that.
That is so true. It does take the two partners to work together. It is a team effort.
Absolutely. Can you, when you counsel or have therapy with couples, do you find that? Can you see if someone doesn't actually want to be there?
Yes, that's very evident. If somebody doesn't want to be there, you know, if one initiates the therapy and the other's kind of coming along. But you know what? A lot of times what can happen is during the therapeutic process, they get on board. And the reason why is because the same skills that I'm teaching, I'm using. And so when I'm using that, you know, the partner that came in and feels unsure about it, I'm validating them. I'm actually, you know, talking about those things and the discomfort that they might be feeling in this whole process. And by doing that, it teaches them that this is a safe environment, that they're not being judged, that this isn't about that at all. It's really about coming together for a solution. And so when I'm practicing these very things that I'm teaching, it's helping somebody to feel safe in that environment.
And sometimes, maybe that couple shouldn't be together.
That can always be the case, for sure.
And does that come out in therapy?
Very, very many times, yes, it does. And sometimes it takes a while, because a lot of times what happens is one partner is really, really attached to the idea of being together, and so they overlook a lot of things. Sometimes you might hear that as called like denial, that certain things are happening or certain things aren't happening. And so the therapeutic process is really to help them to sort through what it is that they want in a relationship and what they're actually getting in the relationship and what their partner is capable of giving them in the relationship. And once we can get all that out on the table, then they can sort through it and make some decisions for themselves.
Educated decision.
Absolutely.
Well, I want to thank you again for coming and helping us. Hopefully a lot of people have some knowledge now that they can go forward with, and if they need to go to therapy and get some help from a clinical therapist, you're there for
to have them. Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. And we'll be back after this with more Real Women, Real Issues.
When you're having a heart attack, this is how it feels to your heart. And if it happens at night or on the weekend, there's only one hospital team standing by on site to save you. Cardio Team 1, only at the DMC.
This is Arthur Bricker of Bricker Tunis Furs in West Bloomfield. We're back with the biggest fur clearance sale in our history. Save 40 to 70% off on women's and men's furs and shearlings. Choose from mink, sheared mink, sable, chinchilla, fox, beaver, and exquisite leathers and shearlings in the latest styles from Europe. Plus, our consignment boutique is full of gorgeous furs priced at a fraction of the original cost. No other furrier in Metro Detroit can match our quality, our selection, or our prices. Celebrating 98 years in business. Call today, 248-855-9200.
Opportunity. It doesn't stare you in the face. It's not going to yell at you to come and get it. It doesn't knock. So what does opportunity look like? Not what you might think. You see, opportunity is not a right. It's definitely not equal. And it doesn't come with an instruction manual. That's because opportunity isn't found. It's molded, it's built, it's created. It's as much about grit as it is intellect. An explosive high-tech corridor located at the intersection of muscle and brains? You bet. Because opportunity only comes to those already in the game. What does opportunity look like? It looks like Detroit. Opportunity made in Detroit.
This Valentine's Day, play like Greg.
All you need is love.
Lover's Lane will have you savoring the love of your life in sensuous lingerie and your man in sexy menswear. From bedroom essentials and high-tech toys to exciting games and fetish items for couples, Lover's Lane has the ultimate playful and enticing Valentine gift ideas. So ignite the fun and romance in your Valentine's life with a gift of passion from Lover's Lane.
With the award-winning Woodhouse Day Spa in your backyard, why would you go anywhere else? Within minutes, feel relaxed, refreshed, and renewed. Handcrafted spa treatments will nourish your spirit and revive your senses and allow dreams to reawaken. Give the perfect gift this season, the Woodhouse Day Spa gift card. A luxury spa experience awaits you right in your neighborhood.
Ardelle Bradley's hairstyle provided by Megan Mitchell Hair Salon in Ferndale.
Welcome back to Real Women, Real Issues. I'm Ardelle Bradley, and as we heard in the other segment, Valentine's Day is coming. We're going to have those relationships in order, and what better way after we have sealed that deal but to have some chocolate treats from Lisa Davis from Lisa D's Divine Treats. Welcome, Lisa.
Hi, how you doing?
Fine, thank you for coming.
Thank
now
you.
tell us, what type of treats do you have at your store?
Well, my chocolates is a little different than the normal chocolate stores.
Okay.
I have, like we do chocolate covered strawberries, but we also do a raspberry chocolate covered strawberry. And what it is, the chocolate is actually raspberry flavored chocolate that we put on the strawberries. We do chocolate covered bacon, chocolate covered potato
Chocolate
chip.
covered bacon?
Bacon.
Okay.
Yes.
That's different.
Yes. Yes.
I'm sure a lot of people love that.
Yes, they
the
do.
The sweet and salty.
Matter of fact, that's the #1 seller at the store, is the
my
bacon.
Goodness.
We do the chocolate covered potato chips, toffee. I do a pineapple bar.
Wow.
And actually the pineapple bar is made with vanilla wafers. So it's something a little different.
So it's pineapple, vanilla wafers, and then chocolate?
Yeah, it's all mixed up in there.
Okay, so we can't worry about calories. That's not.
No, not at my store. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all.
It sounds divine.
It is.
So do you have anything special going on for Valentine's Day?
Well, for Valentine's Day, the big pusher is the strawberries. The strawberries is what really goes during Valentine's Day. Okay. And we do them in the different, the flavors of the chocolate. We could do a champagne, pina colada flavored chocolate. We also do the sprinkles and the nuts and the Oreos on strawberries.
And you bake all of this at your store?
Oh, I make everything at the store.
Well, and then earlier we were talking about the zucchini bread. Now, how many different varieties do you have?
Oh, okay. Our zucchini bread is Mississippi zucchini bread.
Okay.
We make 136 different flavors. We rotate the flavors in and out, so you never know what you're going to come in and get. We do a sweet potato, cranberry orange, chocolate. I see a chocolate caramel. Chocolate caramel.
Interesting. How do you come up with these flavors?
Well, Mississippi is the one that actually handles and makes all of our zucchini bread.
And Mississippi?
Mississippi zucchini bread is Mississippi. It's my partner that we
it's
work with.
a
I'm
person.
sorry.
Okay.
It's a person. Let me get that straight. Yes.
I'm sorry.
Yes. Yes. So she does the zucchini bread, and I do all the chocolates in the shop.
Wow, it sounds wonderful. And you told me that someone endorsed your zucchini bread?
Oh yeah, Oprah endorsed the zucchini bread when she was here last year at Auburn Hills. She said it was the best zucchini bread she's ever had. So that was a plus.
And where are you located?
We're in Ferndale at 212 West 9 Mile in Ferndale.
Wow, that sounds exciting. Now, so you have any type of chocolate, we can come and get dipped fruit, obviously dipped chips.
Well,
we have zucchini bread.
As far as the fruit is mainly special order. You have to call in and order in advance. Because we don't want it sitting around. I want to make it fresh for when you call in. We also do sweet potatoes. So I work with little vegetables too. So we do a sweet potato drop, which is actually made with sweet potato. The sweet potato is encased in the chocolate.
They're balls or squares?
It's like almost like a little ball.
So like a strawberry, but it's sweet potato.
But it's sweet potato.
So interesting, interesting. I go to Ferndale quite a bit, so I'm going to have to stop by and have me some Lisa D's.
We'll be looking for you.
Well, thank you for coming this morning. I'm sure you're going to have a lot of people for Valentine's Day.
Yes, we will.
Well, we'll definitely have to have you back. I'm going to definitely come in your store and try it out and see what you have good on the menu.
Okay, and thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming. And now we're going to go to Dr. Shauna Ryder Diggs for the Dermatology Tip of the Week.
Hello, I'm Dr. Shauna Diggs with your Skincare Tip of the Week. Today we're going to talk about Clear and Brilliant Laser Peel. So what is Clear and Brilliant? It's a laser related to the Fraxel laser, which exfoliates the top layer of skin off, helping freckles, hyperpigmentation from acne itself, and it can also improve your skin texture. There are two arm pieces on this laser. One is for pigment. We use it for melasma, dark spots after acne, freckles, and sun damage. The second arm on the laser that we can use is for texture, so it goes more deeply in the skin and tries to really stimulate collagen production. So we're going to show you someone today who's getting Clear and Brilliant laser. Usually people have this done 3 to 5 times, usually 2 to 4 weeks apart. It's definitely possible to use this laser for maintenance. So you may get 3 treatments to start, to sort of jumpstart your skin, make it clearer, smoother. And then after that, every couple of months you have another treatment to maintain its improvement. I think of this laser as working a little bit like shrink wrap. These lasers will gently heat your skin as well, and then when your skin is warmer and heated, the collagen sort of draws more tightly, and so your skin looks smoother, more reflective, brighter, and is clear of blemishes and acne. This is Dr. Shauna Diggs, and this has been your skincare tip of the week.
To learn more about Cosmetic Derm and their revolutionary skincare products and services, please visit drshaunadiggs.com.
When you're having a heart attack, this is how it feels to your heart. And if it happens at night or on the weekend, there's only one hospital team standing by on site to save you. Cardio Team 1, only at the DMC.
We're the Cronin Law Firm, bringing more to the table. When we sit down together, we share our expertise. You've got a legal problem, we know you need relief. Advice that you can trust, that's why people come to us. We're the Cronin Law Firm, bringing more to the table.
Mike's Fresh Market, Detroit's largest independent supermarket with the best prices, quality, and service. Enjoy our vast selection of fresh fruits and vegetables. Wide aisles lead you to our own in-house bakery and deli. Beef, pork, chicken, seafood, and much more. You can rest assured you will feed your family the freshest food in town. Whatever you need, you can find it here at Mike's Fresh Market. Mike's Fresh Market with 2 locations, Gratiot and 7 Mile and Livernois and 7 Mile. Better food, better prices. That's Mike's promise.
This Valentine's Day, play like Gray.
All you need is love.
Lover's Lane will have you savoring the love of your life in sensuous lingerie and your man in sexy menswear. From bedroom essentials and high-tech toys to exciting games and fetish items for couples, Lover's Lane has the ultimate playful and enticing Valentine gift ideas. So ignite the fun and romance in your Valentine's life with a gift of passion from Lover's Lane.
Groundbreaking, life-saving, history-making. The new DMC Heart Hospital, summer 2014. The beat goes on.
The Detroit Seafood Market is a proud sponsor of Real Women, Real Issues.
Welcome back to Real Women, Real Issues. I'm Ardelle Bradley, and as we've been discussing all day, we're talking about Valentine's Day. I have Steve Hood with me now. He is the producer of our show, Real Women, Real Issues, and we're going to talk about some items and some facts about Valentine's Day. Welcome.
Ardelle, I'm amazed to be here on Real Women, Real Issues. And Megan Mitchell, my associate producer, dragged me into this. So here I am.
And it's a good thing. It's
And
talking
I'm
about
sitting-
Valentine's Day.
I'm sitting on the purple couches for the first time.
And they feel good.
I love the purple couches.
So Steve, tell us, how do you celebrate Valentine's Day?
Well, for years, I spent every Valentine's Day getting summarily dumped year after year. Then I took my best friend's advice. He said, hey, dummy, why don't you just go to one of the hot bars in town and just pick up a lonely woman for that night and be done with it. So that's it now. No, I'm serious. And I'll even name the bar, Flood's Bar and Grill. Best place to go on Valentine's Day in Detroit, Michigan. You can always find somebody lonely with a good story. You can say, I was lonely too.
Oh my goodness, listen
I've
to
had good
you.
Valentine's Day ever since then.
So that's how you celebrate?
Seriously, I go meet lonely people in a bar.
But Valentine's Day, like a lot of people believe, it's only for couples, relationships, and love, but that's not true. It's just for love in general. Like I give my children Valentine's Day every year. I think Valentine's Day is just to be festive and to reiterate the love that you have for someone.
I think it's an excuse to spend money on chocolate. What's it like? 70. How much chocolate is bought on Valentine's Day?
It says that, well, here are some facts. 46% of Americans will exchange Valentine's Day candy.
And what percentage of America is obese?
7.67% of Americans are overweight or obese.
It's a plot by the diabetic
But you
medicine
don't have to
companies.
eat the whole box of candy if someone gives you. And we had earlier, Lisa D, you can go get some fruit. Have fruit with a little bit of chocolate on it.
I want one more Lisa D's chocolate-covered pieces of bacon. That
Okay,
was hot.
but see, that might contribute to the obesity. But don't eat a lot. Just eat it sparingly and you can do
Contribute to
okay.
obesity.
Also, we want to know, we have a Facebook page and we had some people send in what their most memorable Valentine's Day. We have Donna Gibbons, who says she remembers Valentine's Day going to a concert with Peebo Bryson. You remember Peebo?
I remember Peebo. I remember Peebo, but that's a memorable Valentine's Day.
I loved Peebo. Sounds good to me. We have Sarita Scott Montgomery. She remembers actually getting a card from her dad when she was 7, and she still has it to this day. And that's what I mean. It's not just about relationships and going on a date. It's about memorable occasions with loved ones.
Well, that's where
mother,
we're different.
sister.
I'm into the caveman thing. I mean, you get a Valentine's Day, it's candy, love, and then out the door.
Okay, well, obviously we have different views on Valentine's
Yes,
Day,
we do.
how it's to be celebrated, what you should do on Valentine's Day. But the bottom line, I think, is to express love, be it if you're Steve and you express it in that way, or if you have loved ones you want to give candy to, cards, go out. And it shouldn't only be on Valentine's Day. You should express your love
I
all
agree
the
with
time.
that. I agree with that. I think you should express love to people all the time. I mean, if you're going to be,
Absolutely.
true love, not
Absolutely.
just the caveman Valentine's Day night love.
Just like Carla Dozier said, she sent it on our Facebook page, that it's not just the gifts that you purchase, but the items that you make. It's more rewarding, more from the heart. So you talked about spending money. If you do something on your own, it's not really a lot of money.
What kind of items did she make?
Well, she said that she makes handmade gifts. That's what she put.
Like a couple weeks ago, you had the young lady that made those little dolls.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Absolutely.
I got that.
Absolutely.
I still like the caveman thing.
I want to thank Steve for being with me on this portion of our Valentine's Day show.
What's wrong with being a caveman?
So you know where you can find him on Valentine's Day.
In a caveman place.
And I want to thank you for joining us here for Real Women, Real Issues, and we'll be back next week. Maybe with Steve, maybe not, for more Real Women, Real Issues.
No cavemen.